A message from my dad popped up at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. Plans for mom's birthday had shifted. We're scaling it back this year, only immediate family. Hope that's okay with you. I was in Geneva, putting together briefing papers for a UN Security Council meeting on global trade sanctions. My phone rested on the hotel desk beside my diplomatic passport, the official one, stamped in gold by the U.S. State Department. I dialed him back anyway, despite the hour. Emma, you saw my text? Yeah, I did. A small get-together. What exactly does that involve? Just your brother and sister, plus their families. Super close-knit. Your mom preferred something quiet this time. He hesitated. Given your packed schedule, we figured you wouldn't mind skipping it. You're constantly tied up with those global conferences. Those global conferences, as if they were casual reading groups rather than high-stakes diplomatic talks that influence worldwide policies. When's it happening? Saturday at 2 p.m. at the house. But honestly, Emma, no pressure to show. We get how your government role has you jetting around. My government role? I serve as Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Economic Affairs. I headed the U.S. team in multi-country trade discussions. I counseled the Secretary of State on global economic strategies. I held security clearance 3 tiers beyond top secret. But to my relatives, I just had some government gig that involved endless trips. I'll check if I can swing it, I replied. Really, no need to bother. It's only cake and folks chatting. Nothing fancy. Your sister's twins will be running wild. You know the chaos. You'd probably do better relaxing after all your flights. Once I ended the call, I reviewed my calendar. The Geneva talks wrapped Friday night. I had a diplomatic event Saturday morning at the U.S. Embassy in Bern, then open until Monday sessions in Brussels. I could hop a flight to Connecticut. I could reach my mom's birthday, if I was truly welcome. Thursday morning, my phone glowed with Instagram alerts. My sister Rachel had shared pictures captioned, "Prepping for Mom's special day. Can't wait for the full family to join the fun." I swiped through the shots. Rachel picking out decor. My brother David assisting with table setups in our parents' yard. Cousins RSVPing yes. Aunts and uncles chiming in on their potluck contributions. The entire extended clan. Not close-knit, not limited to immediate family. Everybody except me. I messaged my dad. I can fly in Saturday. What time to get there? It took 20 minutes for his reply. Emma, honey, we truly meant it about keeping things small. With your vital duties, we hate for you to spend time on a basic family event. Take a break instead. I gazed at the text for ages, then replied, got it? Friday night, I finished the Geneva sessions. The Swiss team had been tough, but we secured a deal on farm tariffs that would help U.S. farmers for 10 years. The Swiss foreign minister clasped my hand and said, your nation is fortunate to have you, Madam Secretary. If only my own nation's people, namely my family, felt the same. Saturday morning, I joined the diplomatic gathering at the U.S. Embassy in Bern. Ambassador Patricia Thornton welcomed me with warmth. Emma, outstanding job in Geneva. The secretary phoned himself to say thanks. He's pushing for you as ambassador at large. I'm humbled. You deserve it. It's seldom given to anyone under 40. He eyed me closely. You seem upset. All good? Family stuff. Not a big deal. Ah, she nodded with understanding. The cost of duty. They don't grasp the job, right? They figure you're a trip planner who dips into meetings now and then. She chuckled, then grew serious. You know, we're holding a little reception tonight. The Swiss foreign minister, a few EU ambassadors, the UN Deputy Secretary General. Casual vibe, just drinks and chat on the Geneva results. Feel free to come. Actually, I've got a plane to catch. My mom's birthday bash. They must be thrilled with your achievements. I stayed silent. I touched down at JFK at 3 p.m. Eastern, grabbed a rental car, and headed to my parents' place in Connecticut, pulling up at 4:15. The celebration was obviously underway. Vehicles crammed the street. Tunes floated from the yard. Kids' giggles rang out across the block. So much for close-knit. I parked a ways off and strolled to the house. Slipped inside via the front door, my key still fit, and headed through the quiet living room toward the party noises out back. Peering through the kitchen window, I took in the full picture. At least 50 guests in the yard, tables overflowing with dishes, a sign proclaiming, "Happy 65th birthday, Linda." My mom at the heart of it all, encircled by relatives, Rachel and David flanking her, cousins, aunts, uncles, even my Florida-based grandma, all present except me. I lingered in the kitchen, exhausted from travel and stung, weighing whether to step out or slip away. Then my phone rang, the embassy line. "Emma Chin here. Madam Secretary, Ambassador Thornton calling. Sorry to cut in, but there's an issue. The Swiss foreign minister wishes to extend talks on the AG framework. He specifically requested you. Can you head back to Bern tonight?" I glanced at the gathering, my kin reveling without me. At my mom, who'd clearly ruled me unworthy for her 65th. "Yes, I can return tonight." "Great. I'll set up diplomatic travel. Can you reach Westchester County Airport in 2 hours? I'll be there." "Thank you. The Secretary of State will learn of your commitment. This is precisely why you're in line for Ambassador at Large." As I clicked off, my dad entered the kitchen with empty trays. He stopped short at the sight of me. "Emma, what on earth?" "We said it was family only." "I can tell. All 50 family members. So cozy." His cheeks reddened. "Emma, don't cause a fuss. Your mom wanted what?" "What did mom want?" "To party with everybody but me. To act like she has 2 kids, not 3. That's not right. You're never here. Always off on that job of yours. Your siblings have families, duties. They're present. I broker global trade pacts impacting millions of U.S. workers. I guide the Secretary of State. I stand for our nation in multi-nation talks. That's not that job. That's my profession, my purpose. It's merely government stuff." "Emma." David leads a Fortune 500 firm. Rachel wed a surgeon. They have genuine careers, significant ones. The statement hit like a punch. "I see," I murmured softly. Outside, a toast began. My brother's words drifted in. "To Mom, who always backed us kids in chasing true success, who showed us family bonds and worthwhile work." True success. Worthwhile work. My phone vibrated once more. A message from Ambassador Thornton. Swiss Foreign Minister also seeks chat on UN Security Council teamwork. This could secure you a fixed spot on the International Economic Panel. Historic chance. I face my dad. I need to leave. Urgent diplomatic matter. "Emma, hold on." "No. You've shown exactly where I rank. I'm not key enough for Mom's birthday. My work isn't legit enough. I understand. You're overreacting." "Am I?" "You fibbed about it being cozy. You urge me away because you're ashamed of my government role, because I don't match your idea of success." I headed for the front door, then paused. "Tell Mom happy birthday, and mention that while she partied with the family that counts, her other daughter got summoned back to Switzerland for the foreign minister. But I'm sure that's less dazzling than David's quarterly profits or Rachel's Dr. Spouse." I exited before he could reply. At Westchester County Airport, a State Department jet awaited, a compact diplomatic plane for pressing official needs. The pilot saluted as I stepped aboard. "Madam Secretary, we'll land you in Bern by midnight local. Ambassador Thornton sends regards." As we rolled toward takeoff, my phone lit up with alerts. Instagram shots from the event. Rachel's update, best birthday ever. So thankful Mom has all her little ones here to cheer. All her little ones. I wasn't even worth a nod for missing it. Then a text from David. "Where'd you go?" "Dad said you dropped in." I ignored it. Another from Rachel. "Emma, Dad looks rattled. You all right?" I switched to airplane mode as we soared upward. In Bern, Ambassador Thornton greeted me at the airport herself. "Emma, sorry to yank you back, but it's truly critical. The Swiss foreign minister was so struck by your efforts, he wants you heading a special joint task force. It'd involve dividing time between Geneva, Brussels, and Washington. A major privilege. What about the ambassador at large spot, still on? This would layer on top. You'd basically craft global economic policy for the coming decade." She stopped. "It's the sort of break that hits once in a lifetime, though it'd demand even more trips, even more days from home." Home, where my family had just marked the occasion sans me. I accept. Sunday afternoon, amid sessions with the Swiss team, My phone kept humming nonstop. I tuned it out till lunch, then scanned the influx. 23 missed calls, 47 messages, all kin. I flipped through. Dad, please call. Your mom's really shaken. Rachel, Emma, what's wrong? Why'd you bolt yesterday? David, Dad mentioned Switzerland. Figured you were at the party. Mom, Emma, sweetie, your dad said you visited. Why skip coming out? We'd have adored seeing you. Then from Aunt Susan, Mom's sibling. Emma, what's this about Switzerland diplomatic work? Your parents claimed you run a travel agency. Followed by Cousin Jennifer. Hold on. State Department? Why'd Uncle Tom say it's just desk tasks? I tapped Jennifer's Instagram. She'd shared a news clip screenshot. U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary Emma Chin spearheads major international AG trade breakthrough. The piece outlined my Geneva contributions, featured my official State Department headshot, and quoted the Swiss foreign minister lauding my top-notch diplomatic talents. Comments on Jennifer's share were eye-opening. Your cousin's a Deputy Assistant Secretary of State. Why hide Emma as an actual diplomat? This clears up her absences. She's dealing with foreign leaders. Wait, Linda's girl isn't a travel rep. I set my phone aside as Ambassador Thornton neared. Emma, the foreign minister plans to unveil the joint task force at tonight's press event. Your name front and center. Okay with that spotlight? Totally fine. That night, I stood next to the Swiss foreign minister as he revealed the International Economic Cooperation Task Force, which I'd co-lead. Flashes popped. Reporters queried. My formal title, Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Economic Affairs, echoed repeatedly. The news spread globally in an hour. By midnight, it trended online. By dawn, my phone showed 147 missed calls. Monday afternoon, during a planning meeting, my phone rang again. Ambassador Thornton's aide rapped on the conference room door. Madam Secretary, sorry, but urgent embassy call. Your father? Claims it's dire. I stepped out to a private office for it. Emma, thank heavens. We've chased you for 2 days. I've been on duty, Dad. Global diplomatic deals don't pause for family squabbles. Family squabbles? Emma, your mom's a wreck. We caught the news. We had no clue. We didn't realize you were a Deputy Assistant Secretary. We figured you assisted someone big. Not big yourself. Quiet. Dad, I've spelled out my role plenty. At Thanksgiving 2 years back, I noted leading trade talks. You wondered if that was reserving rooms. At Christmas, I shared advising the Secretary of State. Mom asked if I was his helper. At Easter, I brought up my diplomatic passport. David quizzed if it was like a mileage card. We didn't get it. You didn't inquire. You presumed. You ruled me insufficiently successful, vital, achieved to join Mom's birthday since my job didn't resemble David's exec position or Rachel's surgeon hubby. That's not. Your mom wanted you there. Then why chase me off? Why fake coziness with 50 invites? Why is Rachel's Instagram packed with all her babies? Zero nod to me. He gasped. I'm sorry. We messed up. Badly. Can you return? Your mom wants a real talk, a true apology. I can't. I'm in Switzerland. Another week here. Then Brussels for EU trade minister huddles. Then DC to update the Secretary of State on the task force. When home. No idea, Dad. My days follow international diplomacy, not family whims. Please, your mom's heartbroken. She never knew your work was so crucial. The work stayed crucial always. You just overlooked till outsiders confirmed it. I eased a bit. Gotta run. UN Deputy Secretary General meeting in 20. Emma, tell Mom I hope her birthday rocked. All 50 guests the cozy vibe. I ended it and rejoined the conference room, where reps from 6 nations awaited AG terror strategy talks. This was my realm. These were my circle. Folks who prize skill over show, achievement over ties, loyalty over lineage. My phone pinged with a new text from Rachel this time. Emma, I'm truly sorry. We had no idea. Please come back so we can chat. Mom's in tears. She wants to fix it. I silenced the phone and turned to the French delegation. They sought my input on grain subsidies. Unlike my family, they valued what I brought.